Hello and welcome back to Swing Trading Masterclass by Wealthy Education. In this video, we're going to take a look at something called a Harami. Now, Harami is simply, it's a two candles pattern. You can see that there's one longer candle and then there's a smaller one. And the colors don't really matter. This is Harami, meaning in Japanese, it's pregnant lady. So there's the mother and there's the baby. Now, it's a bullish Harami if it's at the bottom of a move lower, and you get this. And the reason, of course, is that this would be a negative candlestick, and then you would get a gap higher. So the baby color doesn't really matter, just as long as you get that gap, showing that the market is trying to jump away from its original position. Now, on the way up, this would be a bearish Harami, because this would be a positive candlestick, and this would be negative or positive. Really doesn't matter. You've got that gap either way. But basically, you gap lower, and then it shows that there's a lack of momentum. Now, how do you trade it? Well, you put the stop behind the mother and take the long on a break of the mother. So it's the same way, shorting it. This tells you that something's changed, definitely, and this shows a little follow-through once you break down through the bottom of her body. Think about what's going on here. You're in an uptrend. You have a longer day here, or hour, but you're pretty much always going to see these on daily candlesticks. And then the next hour or day, we gap lower. Well, that's a sign of momentum changing, right? And then the exact opposite here. We're falling. All of a sudden, there's a gap higher. So with that in mind, let's take a look at a handful of examples. This is Ethereum, and you're going to see less drastic examples on an hourly chart in Ethereum, but you can see that we rallied. We closed at the top of the candlestick for the hour, and then opened up a little bit lower and stayed within the candlestick. This is a longer range, and there's the baby. That is a negative sign, and you can see we eventually did break down. So here in Euro Yen, we had a very negative candlestick at a move lower, a slightly positive one with a slight gap, and then continued to go higher. United Airlines, we had been drifting lower for several weeks. We gapped higher this day, reversing the momentum, and then eventually we broke the top of the mother and went higher back towards where this all started. In the next video, I'll add some things to the charts to show you how you could have maybe had a little bit more confirmation.